just that people choose to ignore that, and people just choose to hang on to the church because I don't know. We have this ever since slavery. We have this thing where we need to have somebody in charge away and a spiritual guide.
Who introduced religion to the slaves, then, Matthew? Who introduced us to religion?
We all know who did that. I'm not going to name no names. All I'm saying to you is that the fact of the matter is that in all intents purposes, Jamaica we are separated from church and state. However, it's just that our politicians they tend to still hang on to the church for and even if you look back at it, even in medieval days, it was a thing of the king would side with the church because it was mostly it gave him a veneer of legitimacy. But we need to break away from that because the prime minister, no politician, the prime minister, nobody don't need the legitimacy of the church. We're no longer in the Middle Ages where the leader needs the legitimacy of the church. We don't need that. The legitimacy comes from the people who voted, not from any church.
But Matthew, would you say that since Andrew Oldness, I not really remember under Bruce so much. I think Pusha was there little too. But wouldn't you agree that this Labour Party under Andrew, especially in the second term, move closer to the church than any other administration?
I see Andrew in a lot of churches. That's all I can say.
And Dana, and what are they?
Probably have a lot to do with it. I say PM is an active church.
I've never seen the Labour government so close to the church.
I think he's actually on the church board as well, where I'm at 10.
Rickster?
Is that what him our Adventist?
Me I notice my government.
Adventist.
We are
that's probably something we cause that apartheid.
Oh no, man.
Honestly, what I mean, if you're looking at the comments, Dimple get offended.
Dimple, why you get
Dimple is always offended.
Is the same last time I was in a live and we were speaking about the fact that we never agree with what the prime minister get to the church, and she come up in her live and she not listen. She just argue and a shout at when I say no, this and this and that, and our pastor save some people.
Because when the church get in, people and now benefit off it.
Did you guys see that the JCF keep a whole church service 2 days ago?
Yeah.
We need to realize as Jamaicans that if you're going to be religious, if you're going to be godly, God comes before the church, and then if you stop defending the damn church, like say it's untouchable. No, Gemini, the Bible. No, Gemini. You see, people just like to pick and choose whatever them listen, whatever them reading in the Bible, and that's what pisses me off. In the Bible it says church is wherever people congregate. Wherever you congregate, wherever a mass of Christians congregate, that is a church. When me are praying,
that the people?
No, Gemini. Yes, it is the people, but you don't need a literal building. You don't need a literal pastor. When I am with my mother and we are praying our house and my grandmother, that is a church for all intensive purposes.
That's what I said.
Yeah. So the fact of the matter is that we need to stop this thing of having an idea that the church member them always right this and it's so and let me just air out my frustration real quickly. Let me just say this. The one thing I find backwards about Jamaica is that, and I'm not go hush up my words when I say, I find it backwards. And anybody who not like that, then only just not like it. But it's very backwards. It give off backwards society mentality when you can't even talk about an institution because people get all offended and getting them feelings.
Exactly.
It piss me off, man.
It's true. Because I'm not like Matthew. You have people on here that will swear for them pastor. You have people on here where we swear for them pastor more than they sell. You have people in here we sit and watch them pastor drive out, left them, sit on
Gemini, that's indoctrination. But all I'm saying, everybody, I don't have nothing against religion, nothing against. I don't know where my religious belief stands. We don't know, but I just the truth, guys. Listen, guys. You see what you can't see facts, and just because you believe in something, you're going to be biased. As I say, the churches that have a minority population have the poorest set of population. The churches that have a predominantly white populace, the population inside the church is actually people with money. I can go to Mormons, I can go to the MAGA church, even the Catholic church. The people that have the money are not the minorities.
The people
Exactly.
them want attack Navi because they feel like they
I mean,
church.
mega church. You mean
Yeah.
mega or maga?
Madam
The
Speaker,
mega,
the church
the
of my
mega.
granny go.
Oh,
The
she said
church of my
mega
granny
because
go.
my
Maybe
hear
a mega
maga
sheep.
churches.
But the people them want attack Navi thinking that Navi is a Jew and them are one of the worst set of people too. Because if Navi identify, let me not say that.
What
if
is she?
Because there's a difference between Jews and the Zionists. So let me take back that. The Israel don't have Benjamin Netanyahu, who I never want to talk about because I know Matthew losing visa. Those people are the wicked people, the Zionist people. But Navi is the what the word name Orthodox Jew, and I think she's not with the Zionists. Hopefully not. So people want to attack her, feel like she have a religion too. It's just that
But even if she is a Zionist, so what?
Education different from the religion. She can't separate her education from the religion. But she's
even
a
if
Jew.
she is a Zionist, so what?
But you know what is so hypocrite, Matthew? They're saying that they didn't ask for this money, but still you're going to come and tell us that it's a drop in the bucket. You didn't ask it, but it's a drop in the bucket.
Listen, Matthew, I don't believe in the name of my religion that people should be unalived or in the name of religion. As this one I go back to, them I use a religion because them know the power and the ideologies they have. Just like how the Republican Party have been infiltrated, the whole religion has been infiltrated by some people that don't even believe in the teachings, I don't think. But because they know the power of that institution, they use it to push their ideologies, and nobody can tell me different. That's why I say when the churches were established, it never was so good. It was to make sure that their ideologies and their legacy live on. Yes, we come and we adopt, we indoctrinate, all of that, but the truth is it's not because them did want to educate people. It's not because them they want to make sure them legacy lives on. And their legacy has been living on in the world. Me not saying nothing wrong. I just the truth. I don't have nothing against religion.
You remember when Holy Child used to force to pit them for go mass, and if the government never tell them say no more government funding if they continue to force people to pit them for go mass and for pray and for take Lord's Supper. If the government ever put them foot down and say, right, then if we don't want to be a church school, we're not going to send any children there, and we're not going to give them any funding. That's how they kind of stop. They used to force the children to go pray and go mass and take the Last Supper and every something. So Navi's right.
It's the same thing them did do to me when I was in the church community. And this is why in Jamaica, if I go to Jamaica, I'm not stepping inside any church in Jamaica. You're not going to see me in any church if I step inside of Jamaica. You're not going to see it. Because, and I think our foundational, apart from the problems we used to have with our bureaucracy, that the Prime Minister is now cutting down on, apart from the bureaucracy, I think the second biggest problem in Jamaica is the church. And when I was speaking on it before, people did I get offended, and true, not right now, I'm up on a live where people now get offended over it. I'm going to talk up my mind. But before people did I get offended about it, I can't take for 500 people over my opinion. So we just keep my mouth shut. But at the same time, we just have to recognize the nation is not going to get any better if people don't realize that you need to separate an institution, because this is how dictatorships happen, Because if you have an institution have too much moral power, too much power overall, that institution can do some dangerous stuff, And we're not recognizing that. Everybody thinks it's just the army, it's just the military, it's just the police that you need on your side for. But you see, when you have an institution that claims to be ordained by God, saying certain stuff and coming out and doing certain stuff, and that's why I don't support the Prime Minister at all in the essence of giving the church any money, because they have not been, and even if after them get the money, Navi was saying it's a political thing. They don't give a shit if they get the money or not. Them still are gonna do what they gonna do. So it's not going to change anything. And I guarantee you're still going to hear them come out with them foolishness. Whether the Prime Minister give them 100 billion or 75 million, it don't matter. Them say come out and continue with the foolishness. So it's the Prime Minister trying to let out a hand, but him go watch as them go try and spit on the same hand when him try give them.
Well said. Everything they want to be a part of and impose to them belief by the people of Jamaica. Everything they want to impose them belief and them principle upon the people. Kingo.
Munchi, that was the purpose. Listen, Auntie Munchi, this is my belief. It's not that the church It's not that people are move away from morals and this because it's because people are not being indoctrinated anymore into the church. And this is why them start them propaganda about people now live right and them now live righteous because them not believing enough in them ideologies anymore. That's why I say people can't have them own thoughts and then it creates a division because you have some people them not know other people a little about you not go to church, you are devil, you are that, you are that. This is why I'm gonna say it caused division and when for them ideologies now rule for them ideologies not rule anymore because we're in a different society, we're in a different age, them start demonize everything. And the real demons them sit on the pulpit.
And you know what, Rickster? Sorry, Matthew. We know I think our government should be focusing on our third term now, Matthew. When me and Rickster have me pregnant and go down a public to have my baby. We need to find a way to make sure say we have DNA so we can stop our broken families and broken homes. That is going to change the moral fiber of the country. We try to do it and the church and the civil society group say how much don't cost people to kill people, don't cause so much crime. If you started from now, there's no way. Because me know say as a man, you don't prefer to know when the baby just born matter see a few pitney than know when the pitney reach 18. You don't prefer to know when the baby just born. Of course you got heard. But you better to know from early.
Oh no, I'm sorry, I was away from the phone. I didn't know that somebody wanted to be added. Why Gemini girl gone and she knows she Shelly Marita?
No man, Gemini girl me gain back my focus now that she gone.
Yeah.
Listen, why she gone?
Yeah, Mr. Matthew, that these are some of the things we need to discuss if we want to talk about society and social fiber and instill morals in our people. Broken home is one of the main things we cause problem in the country. Because the kids them don't have no father. The mother them, some mother just born pitney and they're just not ready to be mother yet. We need counseling, we need social worker, and those are the things that we need. The church them now.
No, Auntie Munchie, listen, you see that way you say is people, you know what is happening is not a lot of things happening in society is not because people stop go church, it's because the construct of family has been deteriorated.
Mute Mario. What Barrington, mute your mic.
Alright, Ratty.
He's not even in my box.
Yo, the two people them who come up, you know something to say? Or just...
Hey, tap me down, please. Tap me down, please.
King, go look for up. You don't see a word. You just come compose.
You see the
Wait, the King go, I never finish. Me just say.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, but what I said before that, Joe, anything I said, but I act and.
Yeah.
You're there.
I mean,
Give
I couldn't cause
let's see. Give me moderation.
Every day.
No.
Me tell you every day. Me tell you every day more for air people business. So let's stop this. Let the man speak. Yo, but they want
Matthew, you're too now.
As me I say, Auntie Munchie is to the fact that the what is causing the breakdown in society is not because people stop listening to church ideology, because people did still do what them want to behind a closed doors. It's because the construct of family, the first role of socialization is a family, you know. Nobody has any big homes anymore where all of them family live there. Everybody lives separate. The grandmas are 30 and the parents are 20. So that is what is causing the breakdown. There's nobody to hold the moral fiber in the family anymore. And when people go outside and just do what they want. If we promote more families and the construct of family more than always promote the construct of the church and them ideology, Jamaica would be a better place.
Well said. Family values is what we need to promote. Not church value, family values.
exactly. And if you look,
father in a house.
if you look back at it, a lot of the problems in our society Go ahead, Lexi.
Yeah, man. Blessings, everybody. The topic that we're on is a very touchy topic, you understand? And
touchy for you. You probably know I offend nobody.
It's not a matter of offending, because listen, I'm gonna put something to you. Is a gun a good thing or a bad thing?
A gun is a good thing, man.
It's a good thing.
I mean, take a shot about the boy and we mash up society.
But no, well, in the eyes of many, they would say it's a bad thing, and it shouldn't be created.
If you put on a gun, you know, do not.
The eyes, King of the eyes of many liberals.
Well, Lexi God. No, not bad.
You see why I raised that point, Matthew? Because you see the church, sufficing to say how we want to look at it. The church have done a lot for people. A lot. Yes, you might disagree, say them have them issues and them whatever, but it has done a lot. And the church has made me, and I know others, what we are in society today. Growing up.
I beg to differ.
Understand? Hold on, I'm just lay out something.
Yeah, man, go on flow, man.
Yeah, see? Because watch this now. A people like me and you go to church, right? So, I know like, you gotta go to church and find a man holy Zion and say, yeah, man, a people like me and you go to church, right? And at the end of the day, it have a saying for say, you have to know God for yourself. So the pastor can up on the pulpit, and him a preach.
I know God.
Yes, you can. But we had debate on the church. And a lot of people have said the church this and the church that. So me just come up because me I say is a flip side to it as well. And everybody have their own opinion. Me nah bash your opinion, bro. Me nah bash your opinion. But you see, we leave from the church and we end up at school now. So we are in a certain school. So you see, is a tussle, bro. Is a tussle. So me can say certain school, them doctrinated and this a school enough there and this. So it is a tussle when you check it. But the main purpose for me, for the church.
But every church school doctrinated.
Kingo, nobody said the church shouldn't be here, that the church schools shouldn't be here. They're just pointing out the facts. They are biased and that they are influenced. And I think part of the problem is like you're somebody that try to be too neutral. So you try to be way too neutral and try to be too diplomatic. Sometimes on certain issues, you see, compromise is a good thing, but on certain issues, on only compromise a bit
Matthew,
too much.
that is not his point. I get what he's saying. That's why me and said, as the Auntie Munchi said, we have to separate our indoctrination from education, and a lot of people can't do that. Meaning, if you say something is pink and it blue to somebody else, them just can't accept. Say yes, it pink also. We have to understand that. Almia said, yes, the church has done what social cohesion. It has created a first class consciousness in society. It has done its purpose because people indoctrinated. Its purpose was for indoctrination and ideologies. It done some good, but its main purpose, what it was created, was for that. So we are talking about the history and the facts of the church, and we can say the church did this and the church did that. I say, as me believe, say the way how Jamaicans push the church and its religious ideologies, then could have promote the construct of family, because that is where the breakdown is in society, the construct of family. But we just believe that everything should be placed on the church, or the church can do that. You remember saying that everybody is going to the church anymore. People hardly go to church. The churches are empty, as I want to say. So we have to find a different place to reach out. We can't try force people back into old ways. And people say, "Oh, Jamaica is not a Christian country anymore." Ray. You know.
Yeah, I can add to that. When I was
but the breakdown that is happening with parenting our children is happening in the home. So we need to push the concept of of family cohesion more instead of we are trying to push back the ideologies of 100 years ago. We have to
The
evolve.
church, the reason why the church not gonna work. Yeah.
Well said,
This is my reason for say why the church not gonna work. The church over the last 40 years, or even say 30, they have not evolved. Them still do things the old way. Then that's why them can't attract no young minds. You understand? That's why attractive people that say, yo, go to church, man. You understand? Back in the days, we never want to go to church. We didn't force we go to church. I think so. We never have a talk in it if we didn't want to go or not. They used to force we to go.
Thank you.
But the church not evolved.
No, when you say them
To the
used to
amount of
force
church people, to the amount of church in
grandparents.
Jamaica, to the amount of church in Jamaica,
Grandparents.
to the amount of church in Jamaica, yes, Rickster, there shouldn't be so much poverty in the communities. Because if the church was doing social work, meaning if me I go Mandeville 7-day Adventist church, me and my women's group or my AY group or my Pathfinder group, so should I say, all right, we'll go to Belfield district, go to outreach. Then we'll go and we find out about the single mother, we find out about the single father, give guidance, give counseling, have to give money, give help socially. Help socially and help them to give them good advice. Church, them not doing that. That is what the church is going to be doing.
Nobody not take them serious, Munchi.
Yeah, because they're all about money and offering.
You see the thing, that's why I tell you, I am glad that we have choices. The church no force nobody to come give them no money. The church no force you to come be a part of the congregation.
That's a lie, Kingo. That's a lie. That's a lie.
Hold on, Navi. If the 7-day Adventists them come to you today and tell you say you will come at them church tomorrow and you know want to go, can they send somebody come put you in change and to come?
But
Kingo, so what you're saying is, as a child, I was not forced to go to church.
Of course we were.
What you're saying, Kingo, is that
hold on, Matthew, hold on. What me I say? You said you were being forced, but it wasn't the church. It's your grandparents, bro.
So based on the ideology we didn't get from the
Kingo, I'm gonna use that logic there again, sir. One second. Let me show you something. Okay. You have T group mentality, and I'm sorry that I have to liken the church mentality to T group mentality, but that's in essence it's very similar. And whoever will get offended by that, just get offended. Yeah, no, man, you have T group mentality, you know. And let us say you're not exactly a member of this T group, but you have this type of mentality that let me better it. You have the Ayatollah Khomeini. He's the head of the religion the head of the sect of a certain type of Islam in Iran, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
If him come out and give a religious edict, I say that I even make a statement saying that people.
Somebody mute him.
Somebody mute him.
He didn't get a call. But Kingo.
If he comes out and says that this person should be doing this, and then a bunch of supporters, and then a bunch of supporters then go fulfill his thing. Then is he not responsible for what his supporters did?
If him tell them to do what Matthew come
no, if a better hint. Donald Trump hinted to people. Donald Trump hinted to people that they should go to the Capitol to do whatever they want. Is he not responsible for that?
For you going to the Capitol?
Yes, if he hinted as a person of authority or a person who has authority, if he hinted that you should have done that, is he not also does he not also share the blame for that?
Yes, that's why I'm glad you say share, because if you say he's responsible, I'm glad you put share. You are also responsible to Matthew.
Yes, but he still is the person who he put the idea in him and he manifested the idea and he's the person. And listen, when you have the belief, I have the backing of a former president. That is authority. You have the feeling that you have some type of authority. So when the church tells people this and this and that, and then our grandparents acted upon it, they believe they have the authority from the church. So it is the church false because the church is giving them authority to do so. Whether they want to believe it or not, they are being given authority to do so.
But Matthew, you see the thing where me I try to get to you is we as individual, we have choices. We have choices. When you're young and I go to church, yes, your parents they might force you to go to church and tell you say you have to go to church. But when you come of age, Matthew, you have a choice. That's have a choice.
That's why church help the pass.
Brother,
like use up them choice.
On a beg on attack.
Yeah, break up.
Point order. Madam Speaker. Can I go ahead?
Outlaw, say what you say, my youth. Say what you say.
All right. Listen now. What I have to say now, you see, as we name they talk about everybody have freedom of speech and everybody have rights and everything. That's the thing we break down society. We have too much rights. You understand me? And because we have too much rights, we abuse the rights. Certain things you have to know, so well, no matter what it is, you have to respect people. You have too much rights, so you don't respect nobody because you can chat to anybody, or you can have your rights. And that broke down the moral and is best supporting what's going on right now. Because since for the last 20, 30 years, anybody can go to church and do what they want to do. If you not like what them are going with, you come out of church. First thing, if what them are doing at church, and you not like it, you can't say nothing. So you can't go to no deacon, you can't go to nobody, because everybody it's all about who have power. It's a power struggle. So me not see no way where church can help what's going on right now. People need for us learn to respect people. Right? Because as I said to you, the way how me grow up, learn to respect people in my community. You understand? A morning time me get up, me know say me have to carry how much water for full my drum. Me can't go to school and not give me neighbor 2 buckets of water. Me have to make sure she get 2 buckets or him get 2 buckets of water in a him drum. How much of them I in a pitney them know about them they sitting and know if be kind. They're not gonna kind. So if we don't have no kindness in a way how things are gonna work, it can't work. We have too much rights. Me land there so.
But you see when I try to tell you again, in concerning you and you said that those days were some of the best days growing up on earth, those days. And you have people that gonna tell you say, big man, a rubbish attack no better than them time they can pit me have TV, pit me have internet, pit me have this. So you understand when me say that the church might in your view it exists, it there because whatever, but on another's man view, it has done so much for him. So him gonna have a different opinion. I mean, they have to shut down nobody's opinion, because everybody have a choice. As I say, if you go to church, big man, and where them are teaching at church, you don't like it, you come out, go take a taxi to your yard. Pastor can run you down and tell us, big man, come back in a church. You have a choice, big man. That's all me say.
But what I'm saying, in those days, something could have gone wrong. In those days, something could have gone wrong. And you could be able to go to pastor and say, Pastor so-and-so. And pastor will be able to say certain and everybody listen and understand what pastor say. Rule and regulation.
Kingo.
Now you don't have that.
Sorry, not Kingo. Outlaw.
Yeah.
You know, I respect you a lot, but I'm gonna have to hit out against you know, me not really do the elder. I am one of those young people, me not do the elder thing. Me not automatically
Me
respect.
know
I don't
that, me know
I don't automatically respect no elder. I don't do it. So
I hear
you
you.
see, the fact of the matter is that I am kind of tired of my generation getting all the slack. I'm kind of tired of it because your generation and everyone closer to your generation must also take the responsibility to know that if you're going to consider this generation a problem generation or a generation of, so to say, vipers, it's only raise that generation, and I'm tired of the lack of accountability. It really get on my skin because every day I come online, I hear all my generation do this and do that and them bad every day. And me not hear the responsibility from the generation who raised them. And at the same conversation I have with my mother because she does say the same thing. And I speak to her, I tell her basically it's only raised this generation, so I'm not gonna come and then come complain about it. The fact of the matter is, outlaw, nobody, I'm me say it, I will repeat it. I don't think anybody has the right to demand respect. If you have to demand respect, you don't have respect.
Yeah,
If you have to